Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've come I had a little order from Stampin' Up, mainly cardstock and ink pads, which I don't need to show you because we all know what cardstock looks like, we all know what ink pads look like. But I did have a few stamp sets from this order. I've got another order coming next week, so I'll show you that. Again, that's mainly re-inkers cardstock. I think I've got one bundle and maybe some designer series paper, some sequins and stuff. But I went over to the range as well. I needed labels because I've been using my labels off my Brother printer, and they're like £6 odd. And now these, two of those together make a perfect size label on an envelope or a package that I'm sending out, and like £1.29. So I love those labels. You've all seen me get them in the past. So let's pop them to one side. I ended up getting myself a nice little composite notepad. It's an A4 size, I think. It literally is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. So yeah, it's an A4 composite notepad. I'm going to do some decorating on this inside and out. Cover these pages. But we're going to turn some of these pages into pockets. We're going to turn them into flaps as well. And then add some gorgeous little different colour like coffee papers, tea stain papers, more pockets, decorate the inside covers and the back covers and stuff. I think I've seen ladies online saying they got them from the dollar shop. Well, we don't have a dollar shop anymore. It used to be called a pound shop, but they've shut down. So I had this from the range. I think it was like £1.79. So I've got one of those. I've absolutely fed up of my Stampin' Seal. The fews I had left, every single one of them I've gone to use. They've either torn my paper or they've slipped off and then just fallen to pieces. So either I can't use it properly or it's the thingy. So I thought I'd buy a cheap one and have a little look-see. Let me just get and open it, because I never can get on with the expensive ones. The cheaper ones for me always tend to work. So I'm going to get my scraps pen. I got some piece of paper here. I'm not going to use a lot, but this is a Crafter's Companion one. Look at that. Easy. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now let's see if I'm able to fold and glue it shut. Here's my bone folder. But good. Because sometimes you want to just do a really quick project, and I'm getting my glue out and waiting for my glue to dry, which I do adore my glue. It's okay, it'll do for small, but then I'm not going to sit there and pull it apart. But that one works a treat. This must be me, I just cannot use the Stampin' Up ones. Let me show you, let me get another couple of pieces of card out. So I've got some green here. Let's just use two of those. Let me get my Stampin' Up one. I love Stampin' Up products, you know me, but I just can't get along with everything. So let's try. See, it sticks up here. The last one I had, I was doing a project on camera. Oh, that's not too bad today. Oh, look, see, that one's a new one. So it's when it starts all clogging up there. And on the back here where it's all on, and then it just stops working. It starts going over this side. So that wasn't too bad. I can't diss that now because that worked okay. Now let me see if I can stick these two pieces together. Nice. I have got my massive ATG gum, which I do love, but I haven't used that for a while. But for convenience, oh, that's a much better stick. You've still got a little play if you're gentle with it. Don't rip it fast. And I'm sure that will just literally stick back down. Oh, not too bad then. So either one would work well for me. I'm not going to throw that away because I can cut some shapes out of that. I was also running out of gold mirror card, gold card stock. I do have some off Stampin' Up, but you literally get 2 sheets of 12. And by the time you cut that down to 4x6, you get 4 pieces, maybe 6 pieces off each one. So I bought this. It's called Gold Mirror Card. It's 210 GSM. It's not the thickest, but it's beautiful. Look at that shine. It's really good. It's not as white on the back as most, but I can get 4 pieces. Let me just do this is what I would do for card bases. And there's 20 sheets. And it was like, how much was this? £3.29. So if I cut that down to 4 inches even, knowing I can trim it to 3 7/8 if needs be. But if I'm doing American style card, Gaynor's just cut that the wrong way. What am I like? Let me get a fresh piece because it's not going to go to waste. So that's what I meant to do. Cut this in half this way, which is a 5 7/8. And then I can put them both back in. I don't know if it's my trimmer. Let me just do it one at a time. And do 4 1/8 because that's half my card stock. And I will get 4 cards for each sheet of paper, whereas with my 12x12 I'll only get 6, and then you only get 2 sheets of each. So there's 4. I will end up probably cutting them down to 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And I got 20 sheets, literally 20 sheets. And the last time I bought some of this was about 4 years ago. So it lasts a long time. I'm not saying don't go out and buy Stampin' Up products. I love them. The quality's brilliant. But for what you're going to use, if you're going to use it for layering, it's ideal to get it cheap. Whilst I was there as well, you've seen my stamp set that I showed on the last order with the little punch, but they're all they're all lowercase letters, not capital letters. Well, look what I found. Oh my goodness, look at this. All capital letters, question marks, I don't know what you call that one. Little star, £1. Literally £1. I know they're not the best in the whole wide world, but if I used a capital letter and then used my Stampin' Up stamp set, I've got all the lowercase letters, so I've got myself a full alphabet. And like I'm saying, £1, an actual £1. So let's see if it stamps okay. Get rid of that. For the price, I'm going to stick this inside my alphabet set. And like I'm saying, £1, you cannot go wrong. So let's get my black ink. Let's get myself a stamp. An acrylic pen. Oh, is it? Ah! They're all attached, so you can... I'm going to cut them apart to give individual letters. Wow, it's really stuck on nice. So if I grab my scissors and just cut in between, I can do individual lettering. That doesn't want to stick down very well. Like I'm saying, £1. I'm just making sure it's sticking down. And this is rough, so... Oh, it's not too bad. It's not the best stamp in the world, but it's not the worst either. And for that price, for £1, I can get a black journaling pen. Let me just clean this off. Clean it off. Put that back on there. Like I was saying, for £1, I'm not going to go nuts with that for £1. Any gaps then, like you've just seen, let me grab my black journaling pen. I'm just going to go over that, and look, it's a full letter. You can't moan it like there's a tiny little bit gap there, but I just fill it in with my black. Or you could use your black markers. Let me just get that written down. That's perfect. But look at that bottom one for £1. And then I've got my Stampin' Up set that will finish off in small letters. Would do for anything. That's fabulous. So I'm not moaning at that for £1. So I'll put that stamp set inside my stamp set with Stampin' Up with the lowercase, and I've got a full alphabet then. That will work together hand in hand. I always like to do this. You know when you pull the back off, just use your bone folder and it'll stick it back down nice and flat and straight. But all I've got to do is cut in between those letters if and when I want them. Or I can use the whole strip and then just cut off the letters if and when I want them. But I'm gonna keep that with my stamp set. So that's that as well. I bought these beautiful gemstones. Literally a pack were 99p, but for that you literally got the large, medium and small, and then you've got these other sizes as well. So I bought the blue and the pale. I had now with my Stampin' Up, where has it gone? I had, it's called Petal Pop. I don't know if I got the designer series paper. I don't think I did. I don't think I was fussed on the designer series paper, or was I? Let me have a look, because I don't want to say something and then it not be true. I think it's actually in this one, is it? Don't quote me. Let me have a look. Petal, 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 petal. I think it might be called Regency Park, is it? That's on page 31. Let me have a look. Please don't quote me. Yeah, there it is, see? And I wasn't really fussed on that paper, so I didn't buy it. I wish I'd have got the little gems now, they're nice. I didn't fancy an embossing folder again because I've always got. So I bought this set here to make these cute little cards. You know me, I love flowers. So I bought the stamp set. So this colours this in, and this, and this, this, and this. I think there's 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you've got these little dots, 11. And the punch to match. Now, these will all stack together. You know when you get one of those ball things? Oh, what are they called? I'm hopeless for things. You know when you can use the ball part on your, say the fat end. I'll show you now. In fact, I'll do a little piece now. Let me get me pokey. Because I've seen ladies use this just because. So I didn't need the leaf, so I will cut without the leaf. I've got my spongy mat. Separate. So I've got some tools I have somewhere, but I can't find them at the minute unless I go rooting, with bigger balls on the end. And then you just literally just manipulate the flower to get it to stand up. You're just breaking down the fibres basically. And then you can curl them. And you can do the same with the bigger one as well. Just go up each of the petals. I suppose with a bigger ball on the end, you'd get a better curl. But I was messing with it when I got it the other day. Whoops. So when I do find a can't think what they're called. Let's do my head in. But again, this size flower. Just like I'm saying, break the fibres down, give them a chance, and if you do it in between, it just kills the petals up. Oh, I can't think. They're not called quilling things. I don't know. Right, let's get some glue. I changed my glue top, cleaned it. It was absolutely stinking. So just a dot. And then pile them high in between, inlaying. And I'm just using, you can press this just to give it some shape. Another dot, especially if you're doing 3D projects. Line that up in between. And I'm just pushing now, just so that glue adheres in the centre. And you know those nice little gems I've just bought? Oh, let's get these open. And let's pop. Let's go, no, let's not go too big. So let's try one of these sizes. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that, making that gorgeous little layered flower. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can, it's the middle of the day, so the lighting's crap, but look at that. And then, that's why I bought them, so I could add bigger things to the tops. I mean, for the price of them, for like 99p, you can't moan. I'm just going to take the top off. Stick that back on the back if ever I need to flop it over. Let me grab some green card. Oh, there we go. And we can just cut that leaf out the bottom. 1, 2. So let's get these bits ticked up. Flipping, get my wee little. And again, with those, with this tool, I'm just going to go up and down the centre of the leaf. Just in the centre this time. You could get something flat and then just crease. Just to give it, or you could just fold it. And then you could then just rub the end just to give it a little bit of flexibility on the end. Make it look like a real leaf. Let's get the glue, little dot on the end. That is so cute. And then just curl them up. Another dot on there. Some people put 3 leaves on, don't they? I'm literally just going to put the 2 right next to each other there. And you've got yourself a little 3D flower. Isn't that cute? I think that's really sweet. And can you imagine that now stamped against there on a nice 3D card, if you were going to put it in a nice little box, or on a little gift box or something on the outside that you're not wrapping. Absolutely beautiful. Look, so I bought that set. I love it. You know what they say, watch this space. So where's my oh, there it is. Put my pokey tool away, get my glue and put that away. I also bought, I had this as a freebie, and it's called Hope and Prayer. Now if anyone knows me by now, I've just started my walk with Christ, and I started about 2 years ago, but I'm really, you know, like I feel like I'm getting better, and I'm learning more, and I love this. Under his wings you will find refuge, hope anchors the soul, and you're in my prayers. I absolutely love that sentiment. I love the dove. Not fussed so much on the anchor, but thank God every time I think of you. I thank God every time I think of you. I just love it, and and like I'm saying, it was my freebie because I had an order over £150. But absolutely, I wanted the other one that's coming out as well, but because it's not in the pre-order list, I couldn't get it. So I will get it when when we're allowed to order from the catalogue. So flowers, my beautiful prayers. I also ordered the two-tone florals. This comes with dies, I think. Let me just have a look. I think that's in this book as well. Is it in this one? Let me just check. Two-tone. Two-tone florals, page 16. So oh, actually it comes with an embossing folder. It says two-tone floral dies. So yes, it comes with dies, and one of them is a full floral print. I don't know where the picture is for the dies, unless they're sold separate. There it is, there. So you get a massive cutout, then you get the flowers that you can cut out and the leaves. But I didn't buy the dies. I don't know why I didn't buy the dies. Oh well. And I've got the something fancy dies. I didn't fancy the paper. I don't fussed on those gems. Calypso, coral, balmy blue and gold. No, but I bought that without the dies. Again, now this reminded me of, what's it called? Stipple Bloom. And I bought it thinking it was very similar, and it is very, very similar. But in the Stipple Bloom, you only get 2 flowers, whereas this one you get 3, and actually 1, 2, 3. You actually get 4 flowers, a little sprig of flowers and some stamens. You get these leaves and these leaves. Oh, and wait there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. Oh, so you get an extra flowers. So that's another reason I bought that, because I do love two-tone. I like to stamp in pale and then a darker colour on the top, because I love the Stipple Blooms when that was out. Then I bought this. I had the Cheerful Daisies. I also had the dies with this one. And I had the Designer Series paper. So there's the dies. You've got some wicked layering going on, and I haven't played with the dies yet, but the flowers all come out in one go. I don't know how that works, unless that's just the layer overlays. I don't know, I haven't played with it yet, so give me some time and I'll show you. Now this is a part of the Designer Series paper. On one of them I'm making a pop-up card. I think I might have done it a little bit because it doesn't want to collapse down without me closing it. There we go. It does work, but I'll show you. I'll do it properly. This is just a practice run. But that's some of the Designer Series paper. Look how pretty that is. Literally, let me show you without. So this is the Designer Series paper. It's just absolutely beautiful, and that's 1/3 of it. It's just beautiful. And this paper, it's plain-ish on the back. You get some die cut pieces then, which these are from. You get 2 sheets of, and I've cut all mine apart, so I'll show you those in a minute. But this is one of the cut parts. That's one, that's one, that's one. But these are going on my other card that I'm making for that. It does come with a little die to cut out sentiments, which you saw on the front of this card. It cuts that shape out. It's beautiful. But let me show you this paper. It's absolutely beautiful. But that's where that little die goes in there. But what a beautiful set. And I love daisies. So I've had all the daisy set. But look, that's a part of that Designer Series paper. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. They tend to be rather plain on the back. And then these are from the 2 sheets that they're like little ephemera packs. So That is absolutely gorgeous. Do you know that on a card with a sentiment and a ribbon and a couple of gems, way to go. Same with this one. Look at that. Nice daisy there. A little sentiment, a little ribbon. And then you've got this one. Absolutely. These are 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Actually 4 by 5 1/4 they are. This, look at that. A sentiment on there. A nice bit of cardstock behind. This one measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then you have this one. It's gorgeous. These are all the rock. It looks like Rococo Rose, but it's actually Moody Mauve. So this one then is 4 by 4. So you could put that on a 4 by 4 card, or a 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then just have a little bit of extended paper and a sentiment underneath. And then these are the cut apart. So you've got that piece. You get this piece, which I've cut down to do on another card, and then you get this one. And again, because I've used the same on the other cards, they're the same again. So, but look, 1 2 3 4 5 cards just from those cut apart. And then you've got this 6 7 8, and the other 2 I used. You could get 20 cards from them 2 sheets of paper. So I'm going to have some fun with these, making some projects for y'all. And then let's get the paper out and show you. So you've got this beautiful, what are the colours? The colours match are Azure Afternoon, Boho Blue, Bubble Bath, Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. So look at the grey. This is the back. So if I pull that apart, look, you could have a slice of that, or keep it, cut your size, cut it across, flip it, and you've got 2 beautiful cards. Then you've got this one again. Cut yourself a section out, a nice sentiment, a little ribbon, some gems, card. Look, these beautiful flowers. And that's on the back, which is the Garden Green and the Pretty Peacock. Then this one again. Look at that. Now, where's that other one I've just put away? Where's those? This one matches the back of this one. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So that's Moody Mauve. And I think that's Crushed Curry. But it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So you've got those 2. Obviously then, this is the blue, which is the back side. Because if you spin that up, look at, that's the picture. Isn't that beautiful? You cut that in half into 4. You'd have a really patterned piece, or you'd have a plain piece, just with this gorgeous border on the bottom. Sentiment, one of the flowers, 6 beautiful cards, absolutely stunning. That's the back. And then we've got this piece, and then we've got the blue on the back. Again, same thing, added to a card, a nice big flower, a sentiment, a piece of ribbon, and you've got some stunning cards. This is the only paper I did like. I like the Afternoon, what's the one with the label? There's one coming out with different shaped labels, and I liked it, but it blue again, so it reminded me of the boho kit that I bought a little while back. So I'm gonna just fetch out my boho blue stuff. So absolutely gorgeous papers. So there is the daisy paper. Beautiful. I mean, if you were doing a 1 sheet wonder, you could make 6 cards. You could probably get 8 to 10. I've had as many as 16 cards off a 1 sheet wonder before now, so I might even just go through and do another one. And then plus all these die cut pieces, these gorgeous pieces that come out of the cut apart. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. So let me see what else I've got. Or was that it? That and that. and that's it. And then, like I'm saying, I had 11 colours. Actually, I had 12 colours. One was missing out the box because the box was a little bit damaged, but they are sending that to me. And my cardstock was a little bit damaged, but they are replacing that as well. But yes, little gems. I'm sure some of these will go with these pretty colours. I mean, look at them. They'll go with that. That colour will go with that. Even the darker one would look nice on there. Now they're Stampin' Ups. These are the blue adhesive back gems, and I thought they came very close to that colour, so that's where those little gems are for that card. But how cute is that? Just that paper alone with the strip in between that was different, I cut down and put a sentiment on, and that alone is a beautiful card without having this beautiful pop-up section with those gorgeous flowers in the centre. So come back and you'll see a video on this as well, and I'm going to make sure I master it so it doesn't catch up. So a few projects on the go. I thought I'd come and share and do another little video for y'all to see what, because I had a lot of ladies saying, please show us what you had, what you've got, where you've been and what you've been doing. So there we go. Like I say, I've got another little order on Tuesday, but it's literally cardstock for the in colours. It's all the re-inkers, and this, I'll show you which set I'm getting. Oh, and I had it. I know it's retiring, but it's out of here. You can find it. Not to tell you now, because on the back it's easier to go around the back. Playing in the Rain it's called, page 51. It's this set. So I think I've got the paper, the Stampin' Dies and the flowers. I didn't have the embossing folder. Don't know why. I don't know why. I think I've got the paper coming. I can't remember. I know I had them. Yes, I think I did. Playing in the Rain Designer Series paper 160540. Ooh, I'd have to find out. But yeah, I've got this set coming anyway, so cute as it is. I don't normally do cuties, but I like the way some of these cards looked. I like the way the clouds are. And I'd normally buy a punch with the clouds, but I didn't buy the cloud punch for some reason. But look, you can water wash these little animals and make it look like you've hand painted them. And it says, oh, happy day, rainy days, but you can put any sentiment with that. You could put happy birthday, you could put I hope you're feeling better soon, you know, and a little flower out, under the weather, you know, it would double up as a get well card as well as a happy birthday card, or thinking of you, a thank you card. But yeah, that's the set I've got, even though I know it's going to retire. But I don't care, because you know me, I'm just going to play with everything I've got. But there we go, just a quick little video on what I've got coming out. So watch this space for all these lovely little projects coming up, and I'm sure I'm going to use this one a hell of a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching. Love you all. Take care. See you soon. Bye.